starving. Meister and Elijah, y'all starving? Who just threw that ball?
Fucking for real. I left them.
Before we get started with the video, I just wanted to say thank you for tuning in and I hope you enjoy my commentary. Please like and subscribe and let me know what you think in the comments. I'd love to hear your opinions. Now, let's get back into the video. Lashay Hinton is a 30-year-old woman who gained fame in 2018 from a viral dance video. Her popularity led to a collaboration with Lala Milan, a content creator who was known for making funny skits. Lala created a video showcasing Lashay's story and even gifted her a MacBook, which was seen as a possible step towards Lashay getting into content creation. However, Lashay had different plans and instead became known for her constant online begging, fights with trolls, and horrible cosmetic skills. But all of those things pale in comparison to the controversies that have now solidified her as an infamous figure hated by thousands. I've selected some of the more glaring reasons behind the hostility towards Lashay, starting with the internet threats. Lashay has a horrible habit of threatening people online. She has been recorded various times threatening people's lives, telling them to off themselves, and much more. In addition to the online threats, Lashay constantly provokes the people in her lives, inviting them to pull up and fight her.
For real, fight me! Fight me! Fight me!
This is extremely delusional on her part, as most people know Lashay is all talk, which can be seen in a video of her getting jumped by two women after initially attempting to be bold and aggressive towards them.
Dumb ass down here. No, bitch, bring your dumb ass down here.
Instances illustrate just how delusional she is to go from getting beat up in real life to threatening people online, knowing full well she wouldn't be able to do anything to them if they were to pull up. Even still, the online threats are not the worst thing Lashay has done. Disclaimer: these next two sections will cover CA, CSA, and neglect. These are sensitive topics that will be handled with the utmost respect. If you find these topics uncomfortable, please skip ahead or leave the video. Thank you. Lashay has two sons who have thankfully been taken away from her and placed in new homes by CPS due to claims of neglect and mistreatment that have repeatedly been reported to CPS, along with other factors. Lashay has exhibited alarming behaviors towards her children, like yelling at them, not feeding them enough, allowing them to live in filth, and performing sexual acts in the same vicinity as them. Disturbingly, Lashay confessed to more severe incidents, specifically regarding her eldest son. In a live, she admitted that he got a hold of her prescription pills and took them, leading her to call CPS on herself.
I didn't know that he could reach my meds that I was taking. Mind you, the meds made me drowsy and I was depressed already, and I dozed off and he touched it. So I called CPS on myself because I knew that he was gonna get taken away anyway. So to make myself look better.
In addition to this, she also claimed that a friend severely beat him, leading her to call emergency services.
I thought I was able to trust this friend to watch my kid, my oldest son, when he was a baby, you know. I let her babysit him because I needed some time to myself. My mother wouldn't watch him. My sister wouldn't watch him. Everybody had their own little ding going on at the time. So, yeah. So this girl decides to beat on my child. And anyways, I go pick up my child from her house. And when I get home, I notice that my child has bruises on his bottom. I contact her, she didn't pick up the phone.
However, many people speculate Lashay is lying and that she was the one who hurt her child. Regardless of the speculation though, it has been confirmed that Lashay has pled guilty to 2 counts of child neglect, highlighting her failure as a mother. Despite all of this, I'm very glad both boys were taken away and placed in new homes. I genuinely hope they receive the love and care they deserve, and that they're thriving. In 2020, Lashay went live on TikTok while installing a wig, which wasn't unusual for her as she normally went live doing her hair and makeup. However, her niece and nephew were at her house this time, along with her 2 sons. All 4 children could be heard playing in the background, and as the live progressed, the sounds went from innocent playing to extremely inappropriate behavior, which was heard when Lashay's niece told someone to stop touching her. Unsurprisingly, Lashay did absolutely nothing to help her niece and even had the audacity to turn her blow dryer on, which effectively drowned out the little girl's cries for help. Lashay is actually such a sick human being. A month later, Lashay went live with Aunt Karen, a creator known for hosting court-like lives to address controversial individuals. During the live, Lashay was rightfully bashed for her inaction while she attempted to downplay the severity of the incident.
But can you admit, though, when you were doing, because I watched the live, when you were doing your makeup and you hear her saying, don't touch me, don't kiss me, don't touch my booty and all this, you kept doing your makeup. You allowed that assault to happen in your presence.
But how is it sexual assault when these kids don't know nothing about sexual assault?
It is sexual assault. They don't have
How is it sexual assault? How is it sexual assault?
Let me explain.
How? Thanks to these people, I cannot see my niece and nephew.
You shouldn't be able to.
Shut up.
Don't tell me to shut up.
Honestly, the entire situation could have been prevented if a close eye was kept on all 4 children. That little girl absolutely did not deserve anything that happened to her, and I feel for her deeply. At the end of the day, children need to be taught what is appropriate and what isn't, and this is the responsibility on the adults around them. Luckily, Lashay's sister cut all contact and she hasn't been near her niece ever since the incident. I really hope that little girl is doing well and she's able to heal from any trauma associated with the situation. Overall, it's pretty apparent that Lashay Hinton is a disgusting, deplorable human being, and it's understandable why thousands of people hate her and pray for her downfall. Her online threats, disgusting attitude, and abusive behavior don't even begin to scratch the surface of how horrible of a person she is. She deserves everything that happens to her from this point on, as she has spent years prioritizing social media drama, men who are convicted felons, sexual activities, alcohol.
I got Don Julio. I got Ciroc Brandy, and I got some wine.
And material goods over some of the most important people she had responsibility over, which were her sons and her niece. Karma is real, and Lashay is getting hers tenfold. This is exactly why she doesn't have her children in her custody, and her family has disowned her. Lashay is currently homeless, dancing on street corners like a fool, fighting with people in public, and still begging for money online. This marks the era of her true downfall, and honestly, it's extremely satisfying to see.
Speaking of downfalls, our friend Tovirtu is currently homeless, crying, and throwing up on TikTok Live. If you'd like a bit of an introduction into who she is, please make sure to check out last week's video. Thank you.
There should be no reason I'm going through this stuff. There should be no reason I'm getting talked about. I tried. I'm a nice person. But this is fucking ridiculous.